Hey guys, how's it all going? Welcome to the channel. The Grizzly Adams channel. Look at the state of me. No, what was his name? Not Grizzly Adams. Bellamy. The Undergrowth. We love that dude. I'm here again at Commercial Walk. If you can hear a little noise in the background, it's this boat. I don't know what it's doing. But they're pumping a load of water out the side of it. Flushing it through, I guess. I don't know. But it's noisy. But it is, what's it, Wednesday? Something? Can't remember. It is 8:30 in the morning. And we're fishing up. High tide's at 12:30, and I want to make sure I was fishing it up. So, got a good 3 hours. Just got the one rod. Ain't got my tripod. When was it? A week ago I fished, and I still forgot to put that screw in that leg. I realised again this morning when I was getting ready. It's been a while since I've got to a session this early. I'm all ready to go, I'm all baited up. I've got the crab sticks again. On its own, on the bottom hook. 2-hook boom rig flapper thing. And on the top, I didn't bring the liver today. I was going through the freezer. Found a small tub of squid. God knows how long I've had that. And I had a couple of rashers of smoky bacon I was about to put in the bin. So on the top hook I've got a smoky bacon, boxy something in my eye. Smoky bacon and squid wrap on the top. Both look like well presented baits. I'd like to catch a fish today. I still can't go anywhere else other than this spot because of Wanda. But I have ordered a new part. I'll talk about that later. So for now, I'm just going to get casted in, drink my coffee, and I'll bring it back. Alright, we're doing it. We're doing our thing. Again. Beautiful morning, you know. It's a bit misty. Not as much as it was when I first left the house. There's absolutely zero wind. I've got no sock on. That wind is the killer, isn't it? I think if there was a bit of wind, it'd probably be cold. But it ain't. It's just kind of cool is the word I want to use. It's a cool early November morn. Sounded a bit poetic, that, didn't it? That could go on to something, that. But it's lovely. It really is nice. When I first got here, I thought, what's going on? There's no one here. None of these commercial buildings are open. Of course, they're all starting to turn up. They don't start till 9. Forgot how early I got here. It's a struggle getting out of bed. You know, like It's that time of year, and you wake up, it's dark. Like, you know, you get used to those few months or few weeks where you wake up to glorious sunshine, don't you? And you know it's going to be warmth. You wake up now and you think, oh God. I looked out the window, it was wet everywhere. So the alarm went off at 7. Snooze. But I did get up. This is the best time to fish this river. Sort of 3 or 4 hours on the up to high. It's got a 5-ounce gripper on there, it's sitting there lovely, no dramas. Hopefully there's no weed. Not many reports of fish coming out anywhere. Not that I've heard of anyway. But we've got to give it a go. It's been nearly a week since my last video, which was here. Still trying out the new bait. Thanks for all your comments of support. But that's just how I am. I have to try these things. Because if they work when there's a few fish about, I'll keep using them. They're cheap. Might experiment a few flavours with them though, because I think they'd soak up a few flavours. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I had a nightmare week. I'll go into that in a bit. Nothing major, just niggly. Do you know what I mean? Just like, oh, give me a break. Lots of medical shit I've had in the past week. Still got that. Remember a couple of weeks ago I said I got a beginning of a cold? Still got it. That's just going round the body. I ain't got a full-blown thing. Started off with my ears. A little bit of an earache in each ear, but then it went to the glands and they were painful for about a week. I've had a bit sore throat. Teeth have been hurting, what's left of them. Tummy ache. It's just sort of doing the rounds. But I hear there's a lot of it going about. But yeah. I wish that boat would piss off. But yeah, no, it's very nice. I'm glad I got out. Stuck in that flat for a week is just blowing my mind. This would actually be a lovely spot to do a bit of night fishing, you know. Especially if you had a van, because you can back your van right up to where I'm sitting right now. All this grassy area. Fish out the back of your van, do a bit of cooking, have all the lights on. Well, there are lights here. But yeah, just be a good spot for a couple of guys just to hang out of an evening. Let's get Maggie to do that one night. I don't think I've had major success here. I know I fished here a lot last year. I think I had a couple of whiting. Nothing major. The pilot house is right there. And you can't fish round it anymore, but that always used to be a hot spot apparently. Might try further down this path. Let's say this path goes all the way to the powerhouse, which is about a mile away. It's actually that Norfolk coast walkway or pathway or something that does all the way, that's part of it, all through from Norfolk. Anyway, I'm going to have another coffee. So I'll put you on the rods and I'll bring you back in a bit. Rod, not rods. Remember to bring a towel though. The old faithful to sit on. Ooh, hello, drop back. We'll leave it a bit longer. Right, let's check this rod. It's been out half an hour. Well, load of weed there, but just on the top. Both baits have been demolished, which I can only assume was crabs, but they must be able to swim really well because they're up on the rig on booms. I wouldn't expect that much crab damage, but they've obviously learnt the breaststroke. So I'll rebait it and I'll get it back out. Right, we're back out. Same deal. Crab stick on the bottom, squid on the top. They got demolished. Proper eaten. Had to be crabs. It's a shame. Although somebody did just message me. They've been on the pier. Kev's been on the pier since 7:30 this morning. He said he's just got loads of crabs. He's had one whiting, but bothered by crabs. We've got so many problems here at Gorston. Crabs are just in the billions. Seals are around the 10,000 mark. So the seals are eating all the fish. What fish are left can't eat, because the crabs are eating everything in sight. So I think to get catch a fish round here at the minute is just a miracle. But if you don't put something out there, got no chance, have you? Something's got to happen. Something's got to change. Of a mint. Yeah. I'll bring it back. Well, no more boats. No 10 to 10. There's still pumping water out that boat. That must be a flush through. There ain't water that's in the boat, is it? Right, my week. I said in the last video about my gas meter. That flooded. Got water in it somehow. Won't work. And I'd organised for the engineer to come around and give me a smart meter. Well, he turns up last Friday, 8 in the morning, and goes under the stairs, takes one look at the electrical system, says I can't do it. I said, what do you mean you can't do it? So I ain't seen this system before, and you're integrated with upstairs and all this, so I can't fit the smart meter onto it. I've never seen it before. I went, right. You usually have to stick with the card meter you got. So it don't work. So he went outside, put a card in it, saw the moisture on the card. He went, yeah, it's got water in it. I said, yeah, I know. He said, well, you have to ring them. I said, well, can't you ring them? He went, no. So I've got the same number as you have. So I said, right. So about an hour later, I ring the company, Over Energy. Said, engineer come round for a smart meter, can't do it. Why can't he do it? I said, I don't know, speak to him. He's your engineer. It's all gobbledygook to me. So anyway, I was speaking to this Asian woman who I could barely understand for about 20 minutes, explaining how her engineer's left. I said, I got no gas. My meter don't work. It's got moisture in it. Well, how's that going there? So I don't know. Well, what's it doing? I said, nothing. It doesn't work. 3/4 of an hour I'm on the phone with this woman, right? I was getting more and more mad. And in the end I said, listen lady, I said, I'm disabled, I'm alone, got no heating, no hot water, and I'm vulnerable. Half an hour later there was an engineer on my doorstep with a brand new meter. Took him 10 minutes to fit it. I had gas. Teachers love talking to these people who don't speak English. Dude had come round, he was like, are you alright mate? Yeah, I've got a new meter for you. Nice one. So he fitted it in. I said, I don't know how water's. He said, mate, he said, they're a terrible system. He said, they're always getting waterlogged. He said, they're crap. I said, well, they tried to put a smart meter in this morning. I said, but he couldn't do it. I said, they've been bugging me about putting that in for months. He went, you know why, didn't you? I said, no, why? He said, every time they fit a new smart meter to our house, the government give them 600 quid. All about the money, innit? There you go. So that was that. Then me and Nicky had to go to Norfolk and Norwich for the 6-week review of my stent. And I got the arsehole doctor again. But he was a bit nicer this time because he had a student with him. But he totally messed up. Now, if you remember, both my legs, after 30 yards, the muscles gave out, right? After the CT scan, groin artery narrowed, left leg blocked, right? Black toe. Had the stent. And since I had the stent fitted, still can't walk more than 30 yards because my right leg still gives up. The blocked one lasts a lot longer. The toe fixed. So I'm explaining it to him. I said, the weird thing is, I said, the blocked leg feels a lot better. I said, but the right leg's still playing up. He said, right leg? What do you mean right leg? I said, that was both legs, you know. He'd only concentrate on the left. He said, right, I said, I'll just go and see the original CT scan. Went away, come back, he said, yeah, you got blocked arteries in the right leg. So he completely missed that on the CT scan. All he concentrated on was the left-hand side because of the black toe. So he said, right, well, speak to you in a bit. I just had a phone call just 5 minutes ago. His secretary. Just to let you know, Mr. Brightwell's put you on the waiting list for angioplasty on the left leg. What is that, bypass? No, that's where they balloon the artery. I said, the left leg? She went, yeah. I said, are you sure about that? Yeah. So well, I saw him the other day. We've come to the conclusion the left leg is a lot better, but the right leg is blocked. She went, hang on a minute, she's gone through all the notes. She went, you know what, you are right. That is the right leg. Does anyone know what they're doing? She said, I'll talk to him this afternoon and get him to change that. So I could have gone in again and I could have been working on the left leg. It don't need nothing now. Unbelievable. She said to me, good job you're on the ball. I said, isn't it? So apparently the waiting list is probably going to be 2 or 3 months. So it looks like I'm going in for another go on the other side. Jesus. Will give you a lot of faith, do it. There you go. At least I'm being seen. So you never know, I could be walking like an Olympian soon. Do one of those jobbies. Crazy. Well, I'll give it another 10 minutes and reel in and see if we've been demolished again. It's getting a bit cooler now. I'll see you in a minute. Nothing. You'll be shocked to hear nothing. Not a bite, not a rattle. It's getting colder. It's that fine mist in the air that's getting cold. Things are getting slightly damp, that sort of thing. Still bearable. I mean, I've got no gloves on, which is good because I've forgotten. Like I forgot my glasses. Can't see shit. Once you've worn glasses for a few weeks, as soon as you take them off, you're just blind. Your eyes just get so used to them, don't they, I guess? I was watching one of my Dickinson's Deal or No Deal, what am I on about? I used to like that programme though. Dickinson's Real Deal last night. This woman brought in this cool thing. It was a brooch, a lady's brooch, diamond encrusted, and that was in the emblem of Royal Artillery. And turns out that back in the day, I forget what year it was, circa, boys in the Royal Artillery used to send these back to their women, wives or whatever. And the women would wear them to let other blokes know they were taken. I think that should be law. How good would that be? And I mean for men and women. If you're married, engaged, living in sin, whatever, you're spoken for, I think you should all wear a certain pin or something to let other prospective chatter-uppers that you're a no-go. I think that'd be cool. I think it should be law. That'd save embarrassments, rejections, hassle, harassment. I think that's a good idea. I think we should bring that in. Saved me from a lot of rejections from years ago. Want a drink, babe? No. Come on, lads and girls, lesbian night. I was certainly a trier. Alright, darling. Did that hurt when you fell from heaven? Piss off. Right. Go and ask your mate. Looking a bit rain cloudy over here. Hey. No, mate. No. You're not having my bait. Sorry, mate. No. No. Big arse dog. Good job he walked away because he'd have ate me. Big arse Doberman. I still laugh when I think back to my childhood. Like, I had the highest squeaky voice you ever known. I used to talk like that all the time. I was high, right? And I was an awesome singer. Could sing any note. I was in the choirs, and then when I was about 13, I had a sore throat for a week, and that was it. My voice dropped and went as deep could go. In the space of a week, I went from Michael Jackson to You know, just one thing I remember that makes me laugh now, as a kid, a youngster. I had the highest squeaky voice you ever known. I mean, I used to talk like that. You know, I was really high. Awesome singer, could sing any note, was in all the choirs and all that. And then, I think I was about 13. Had a sore throat for a week. That was it. That voice was gone. It went deep and deep and deep, you. In the space of a week, I went from Michael Jackson to Barry White. Couldn't sing for years. Can't wait for this new part to arrive for Wanda, so I can get back down the pier and all the other spots at Yarmouth. Not that the fishing's any better at the minute anywhere else, but a van come up on Facebook Marketplace 2 or 3 days ago. Bit out of my price range. It was cheap. It's 800, no one. That was 750 quid. But it had loads of MOT. One of those little white vans, Belingo or something. Perfect. Could have got Wanda in the back of it. Could have borrowed some money from my sister. 10 minutes I'd been up. I messaged them. Sold. I think it's a bit like, you know, when I was searching for a washing machine and couldn't get one. There's people that just, like, Facebook Marketplace is their business, so they're constantly refreshing the page. As soon as a bargain comes up, they're on it. So I guess it's like people out there snapping up all the vans. Don't necessarily need a van, but that'd be better for Wanda, or an estate car. God, you know what? It don't take much for me to go from calm to angry with noise. I don't have the tolerance for noise anymore, no matter what it is. That's why I stay clear of my sister's grandkids. Come to ask for Christmas bread? No. Can't do it. And I'm deaf in one ear. What must it be like with 2 ears? Yeah. Nothing. But we are giving it another go, aren't we? What I've decided to do, obviously when I get out more, I try and put 2 videos out a week. But what I'm definitely going to do is make sure I put 1 out every week. And I think I'm going to assign that to a Sunday. I think Sunday is going to be my video day from now on. Mainly because that's when I get my most views. And I was looking at my analytics. And it seems Sunday is when I'm most viewed. So I think that's it, guys. So I'll put this up next Sunday. Jesus Christ, mate. Yeah, so Sunday. From now on it's Sundays. Sunday is Brett's day. Brett's fishing day. But if I get, you know, plenty of videos in the bank, I might put another one up on, say, like a Friday or something. But definitely on a Sunday from now on. So put that in your diaries. Right, so I'm going to look at this. Just doing nothing. I'll bring you back. just to show you. I'm not giving up on these sticks, you know, because they just present so well. Look, got a bit of squid with that one, bit of bacon with that one. I mean, what a lovely presented bait. If there's fish in there, they're going to have this. I'm telling you. I'm determined. And these ones, like sometimes, see how they like open out into like a little squid head, or a little wig. I believe in them. I believe I can fly. So they're ready for the next cast. Alright, shipwreck. Gotta take a walk down that there wall. It's got it, that's good. It's 11 o'clock. Got another hour, maybe hour and a half. It's getting really misty now, everything's getting wet. Wanda don't like moisture, no more than me. Oh, yeah, the part. So, the part that's failed, it's on the end of the motor, it's electric brake, right? It's basically a magnet. It's got a disc in it, and a spring. So the disc engages and you can't turn the motor, right? When you disengage by pressing the throttle or turn it on, the magnet draws the disc away from the motor. Away you go. But I ain't been able to find one anywhere. Quite a few second-hand ones online, but they're not the same because they're all different for different models. I can't get one from the manufacturer because they only sell to dealers. So after 4 weeks of this local dealer pissing me about, they finally got back to me yesterday with a price. They got one, or they can get one from the manufacturer. 135 quid. I thought, you robbing bastards. So I said, right. He said, so I can sell you the part, which shocked me, or we can supply and fit it. Now this just goes on the end of the motor and is held on by 3 screws. That's it. So it's 135 quid. Fitted 220. I said, you cheeky git. I said, it's held on by 3 screws. So I'll just have the part, thanks. Talk about take advantage of the vulnerable. Do you know what I mean? How many old disabled people, whatever, just pay that? Jesus. Daylight robbery. I don't know how much they put on the part, but I'm just going to have to swallow that because I need it. So it's coming. Should be here in a few days. So I'll put that on. Yeah. And then we should be back in business. To be honest, if I'd had a car now, I can get Wanda in, I wouldn't have even bothered. Because it can make this short journey. So in a car, I'd just drive to wherever and it's got to take me up the end of the pier or whatever. But if I get all my veins sorted out, I might not need Wanda. So we'll see anyway, just see how things go. So we'll give this another 15 minutes. I'm going to have to cover you up in a minute. The lens is getting wet. And I'll bring it back. Alright, that's out there. I've brought it in a lot closer this time, just to see. Same deal as always today. Loads of weed, bait destroyed. So I brought it in closer to see if it make any difference. Might as well. It's 10 past 11. Got 2 or 3 more casts in us. So there we go. Oh, looks like it's going to be another one of those videos, guys. You know, like 90% of my videos. Oh well, can't say I ain't trying. This is why I wish I could do my other channels again. My wood turning, my engine restorations, my artwork. I can't wait to get a place with a garage or a garden so I can have a workshop. Don't forget, if there's anyone out there who's got a house in the local area for rent, hit me up. I'll go straight home right now and pull a little engine to bits. I'm totally happy. They're going to be obsolete one day, you know, these little petrol engines. They'll be in museums. Little lawnmower engines, all in a museum. Restored by Bretsky. Be worth money. Just like anything else from the 70s and 80s. Like my old Boxer, rally Boxer bike. That's something you don't see anymore, you know. Racers. Or what we called racers. The little turned bar at the front. 5-speed. I remember my first one. I thought it was on top of the world. I went from a rally Boxer to a racer. Used to buckle the wheels all the time, going up the curb, thinking I was on the Boxer. That went to my sister, you know, Nikki, as her first bike. When I got my racer, Dad stripped down the Boxer, sprayed it pink, put it back together and give it to Nikki. Don't think she ever liked that bike. It was like the first BMX. But yeah, I miss my other hobbies. Especially the wood turning and the engines. Wood turning, I would just do it all day long. And I used to sell them. Car boots. Some stuff went across to America, Scotland. Still love it. Been a nice morning though. I'm pretty chilled. I'm out of the flat, it's the main thing, isn't it? Still not cold. Still cool. It's 8 to 12. So we'll go another 10-15 minutes. I'll probably be stripped. I'll get another bait ready and we'll probably go on the last cast, I reckon. So I'll bring you back then. Read on. Right, I'll just put a bit of squid on the bottom. Oh. Right, just a bite would be nice, just to show the signs of life. Alright guys, I'm calling it. It's 12:15. The tide will start turning again soon, and that'll be worse than what it is now for weed. Nothing to say really, is there? Give it another go. There's nothing doing. So all we can do is keep trying, which I will do. And over the next couple of weeks, I should be more mobile again. And we'll start going to different places. And get back on the pier, go to Yarmouth, down by Parrots, the Parrot House, Lighthouse, all them. But thanks for joining me again. Sorry as always, can't bring you a fish, but in for the want of trying, is it? So tight lines, calm minds. Take it easy guys. Thanks for watching. Ta-da.